Hello, everyone. Today is Saturday, February 12th, 2022. EU pitches $150 billion plan to rival China in Africa. This article is taken from RT News. Brussels is set on investing billions to compete with the Belt and Road Initiative. The EU plans to invest 150 billion euros or $171 billion in the development of Africa, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced at news conference in Senegal's capital Dakar on Thursday. The announcement came ahead of the upcoming summit between the EU and the African Union next week. At the summit, investments will be at the heart of the discussions because they are the means of our shared ambition. In this area, Europe is the most reliable partner for Africa and by far the most important, von der Leyen said. The proposal is the first regional plan under the European Union's 300 billion euro, $340 billion Global Gateway Investment Scheme, which aims to develop public and private infrastructure around the globe between now and 2027. The funding will reportedly come from private sector investments as well as a number of EU financing bodies and member states. However, no further information on how exactly the money will be raised or spent has been unveiled so far. The EU scheme is viewed as a response to China's Belt and Road BRI initiative, a global infrastructure program launched back in 2013. Over the past decade, China has invested billions into the construction of roads, railways, and ports worldwide to set up new trade links and diplomatic ties. As of December 2021, 145 countries had signed up to China's initiative, mostly in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa, according to the Refinitiv BRI database. The BRI currently covers 2,631 projects with a combined value of $3.7 trillion. The EU has criticized Beijing's plan for allegedly leaving signatory countries with huge debts. Meanwhile, von der Leyen recently called EU's own global infrastructure plan a true alternative to China's, with a goal to create strong and sustainable links, not dependencies between Europe and the world. So the West is back to, in this case, the EU, not the United States and Canada or Australia, but the EU is back to compete with China as far as helping out or helping Africa invest in its infrastructure, which is the most important thing at the moment for its economic development, as everyone should know. And obviously, China has its own initiative, its own agenda with the Belt and Road Initiative, which is to connect China with the rest of the world so that by infrastructure, railways and roads, etc. So I assume boats, but so that it can market its goods, or sell its goods to the rest of the world. But I think that Africa will bypass both of these ventures because when you look at Kenya, which is now building ships, it's going to finish its first ship in a couple of months. And then it has orders for 11 more ships from Uganda, Tanzania and domestic companies. So it has its hands full making ships. And Africa has all the raw materials for all this stuff. It has all the labor to make it. So obviously, China or the EU will not be able to, hopefully, will not be able to do much, at least not in East Africa, as far as building ships to sell them to that part of the world. And then you have on the west coast of Africa, you have Nigeria beginning to make military ships. So between the two countries, you know, I think Africa, hopefully Africa, and then you have South Africa that makes ships, but I'm sure the company is owned by whites or whatever, not blacks. It's just my educated guess, but hopefully they'll bypass them too. Most of sub-Saharan Africa, like Angola, and they'll go and buy from indigenous Africans, real Africans. And so we don't really have to worry about that part of the Belt and Road Initiative, the C one, which is the main part of transporting goods. The bulk of it is done by ships, so we're okay there. We don't have to worry about that. And then, of course, we're building railroads, and and hopefully we'll be building and roads, but hopefully we'll attack that in the next 10 years. And once we do that, then Africa will be insulated from the rest of the world and empowered to trade with the rest of the world at will, as opposed to out of necessity.